It's not always the case that scientific and technological progress is about making the world a better place. In fact, sometimes new technologies are developed for the most efficient destruction of people. In today's selection, we'll look at 5 types of fantastic technologies that were considered fantastic 10 years ago, but have since become a reality or are about to become a reality. We'll start by saying that we won't be talking about the holy grail of fantastic military technologies: laser weapons. First, it's been a rumor for a while now, so many of our viewers probably already know about it. Second, it's so extensive that it deserves a separate discussion. We promise to tell you about military novelties that are either still little known or to tell you little known details about already more famous modern military technologies. We promise it'll be interesting. Let's start with a man. He's the main active unit on the battlefield. The latest ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine proves this. Enhance his physical capabilities. That's what Lockheed Martin's latest project aims to do. It's the creation of an Iron Man suit for a soldier. The Human Universal Load Carrier project is a mechanical exoskeleton to equip soldiers on the battlefield. It consists of a pair of mechanized titanium leg braces that allow the wearer to carry up to 100 kilograms or 220 pounds of weight for an almost unlimited period, completely unstressed. An onboard computer monitors movements and load levels and allows the frame to move in sync with the wearer. And what is 100 kilograms of cargo? The weight of an American portable anti-tank missile system. Javelin is 23 kilograms or 50 pounds. The Mk-19 machine grenade launcher weighs 55 kilograms or 120 pounds. These weapons must be used only from stationary positions because they are so deadly. Now imagine that a couple of soldiers in an assault squad would be armed with such grenade launchers. Use the remaining 45 kilograms to improve human protection. Cover the chest, abdomen, and back with armor plates that will not penetrate even a shell fragment exploded nearby, not to mention bullets. Russia is also working on similar developments. In 2018, they tested the prototype Ratnik 3. The tests were successful, and it was shown that a person could carry heavy loads and shoot a machine gun with one hand. The suit is made with a titanium frame to increase the strength and endurance of the soldier. However, it has a limitation. It doesn't have much energy reserves, so it can only work for a limited time. But work is already underway to fix this problem. In any case, the Ratnik 3 is a pretty functional exoskeleton. It's likely that we'll see such walking suits on the battlefield soon. Hypersonic missiles are another amazing weapon that's now a reality. Hypersonic means at least 5 times the speed of sound. Russia is leading the way in this field. They've got hypersonic missiles like the Kinzhal and Zircon in their arsenal. The Kinzhal missile has a speed of 10 to 12 Mach, which equates to 15,000 kilometers per hour, or 9,000 miles per hour. Its range is 2,000 kilometers, or 1,250 miles. It is launched from a MiG-31 fighter interceptor, which itself reaches a speed of 3,000 kilometers per hour, or 1,850 miles per hour. The Dagger has already been successfully deployed on several occasions during the ongoing conflict with Ukraine. For instance, on March 18, 2022, a warehouse containing weapons was destroyed at a depth of approximately 100 meters in the Carpathian Mountains. This facility, designated Facility 711, was constructed in the 1950s and was designed to store nuclear warheads and missiles. It was equipped with anti-atomic protection. Russia has also deployed the Zircon missile against Ukraine, a weapon that President Putin himself boasted about on February 29th of this year. The technical characteristics of the Zircon are even more classified than those of the Dagger. It is believed that the Zircon has a speed of Mach 9 and a range of up to 1,000 kilometers or 625 miles. The United States is engaged in the development of several hypersonic missile projects. These include the AGM-183A-RW, an airborne development of Lockheed Martin, and the Cruise Missile X-51 developed by the company Boeing. The primary quality of hypersonic missiles is their resistance to interception by existing anti-missile systems. This is due to the fact that anti-missiles have a slower speed than their targets, which are also capable of constant maneuvering. Consequently, the Russians are planning to deploy the Zircon on their ships and submarines, with the intention of reducing the significant lag between their fleet and the American fleet. Now, let's talk about some less high-speed, but no less deadly objects. These are unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs. The ongoing Russian-Ukrainian war has made them really useful. Thousands of these devices are used there every day. There are two types: reconnaissance UAVs and attack UAVs. They attack the enemy with bombs or missiles and kamikaze drones. The main problem with these aircraft is the communication channel with the operator. The enemy tries to cut it off with the help of electronic warfare devices. If successful, the UAV becomes uncontrollable and can't fulfill its mission. But for every new shield, there's a new sword. Machine vision and artificial intelligence are being installed on UAVs. The Russians first massively applied such technology on their Lancet kamikaze drones. Lancet usually works in groups with specialized reconnaissance drones. The latter finds and localizes targets, transmitting the coordinates to the operator, who takes the drones to the site, confirms the target, and directs the Lancet to it. Now, the operator no longer needs to point the kamikaze drone. Many videos have already appeared on the net, showing the drone operator's screen and the inscription "Target is captured" in Russian. After that, no REB will help. The drone begins to act completely autonomously. The downed Lancets were found to be equipped with the NVIDIA Jetson TX2 module, designed to provide artificial intelligence functionality for small, low-power systems, such as drones. The credit card-sized TX2 module is optimized for neural networks and machine learning programs with a set of parallel GPUs that perform 30 trillion operations per second. The TX2 controls drones such as the civilian Skydio 2, which has been called remarkably intelligent because of its ability to plot its own flight path, follow an object, and avoid obstacles without human assistance. The American-made TX2 chip cannot be exported to Russia due to sanctions, but it is freely available on Alibaba for around $200 in batches of over 100 pieces. Russia will likely find a way to acquire them. It is evident that the United States has already developed drones with artificial intelligence, given that the Russians utilize American-made chips, which are not the most powerful. Recently, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, conducted an experiment in which small helicopters were equipped with neuromorphic chips that seek to imitate the human brain. The drones were able to scan their surroundings and compare them to other areas visited, thereby learning on the fly and gaining new abilities in navigation. In January 2017, the Pentagon announced the successful testing of a group of 103 microdrones, each approximately 16 centimeters in length. This equates to slightly over 6 inches. These drones are largely autonomous in nature and are capable of collective decision-making, changing formations to suit the situation, and healing themselves. This is not the entirety of their capabilities. It is anticipated that the world will eventually adopt advanced and lethal technologies for their tiny drones, including tiny nuclear bombs. Consequently, it can be reasonably assumed that artificial intelligence will be massively used on the battlefield in the next war. Another remarkable technology developed by DARPA is the Magnetohydrodynamic Explosive Munition, MAYHEM. This is a magnetohydrodynamic explosive weapon that strikes objects with a jet of molten metal. While it shares similarities with shaped charge weapons, in that both utilize a jet of molten metal for striking, it is distinct in its own right. It is noteworthy that the concept of magnetohydrodynamic weapons was first proposed by science fiction writer Arthur C. Clarke in his 1955 novel Earthlight. According to information provided by the official website of the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, the MAYHEM complex is expected to be more effective than conventional munitions, in which the impact core or shaped charge is formed by the detonation of explosives. The researchers' plan is to utilize a magnetic flux compression generator with explosive pumping to create an electromagnetic field of sufficient power to propel a jet of molten metal and penetrate any armor. It is well documented that high-velocity, massive fragments are formed as a result of the explosion of conventional bombs or shells. These fragments are used to accurately strike targets such as armored objects and fortified structures. Modern munitions utilize the energy of chemical explosions for this purpose. However, experience has shown that this method is extremely inefficient and requires precise processing of the projectile shell, in particular its shaped charge funnel, and those surfaces that produce high-velocity, large fragments. Mayhem is the future of modern warfare. It allows the production and precise synchronization of high-velocity, large fragments with significantly increased kill capability compared to any other modern munition. The higher velocity also increases the killing power. It is believed that such a magnetohydrodynamic munition with an explosion-generated impactor could be placed inside a missile, projectile, or even a bullet. It seems that very soon tanks and body armor will need even more powerful protection. Finally, we have the X-Acto-guided homing bullet, another DARPA innovation that will soon be seen on the battlefield. This model resembles a small missile rather than a bullet. It is about 10 centimeters or 4 inches long and 50 caliber, that is 12.7 mm. It is intended for sniper weapons. The bow houses an optical sensor that sets a light point on the target. The sensor transmits information to a small-sized processor, which corrects the trajectory of the bullet's flight 30 times per second. The bullet's plumage is controlled by small actuators. It does not wobble even in flight. Its speed is twice the speed of sound. An unguided bullet of the same size deflects from a target located at a distance of 1 kilometer by about 10 meters or 30 feet, while a guided bullet by only 20 centimeters or 8 inches. At the same time, according to the developers, the accuracy of hitting the target can increase as the distance increases, because then there is more time to make adjustments to the flight path. So far, the record for hitting a live target in real combat conditions was set by British sniper Corporal Craig Harrison, who managed to shoot 2 militants who were at a distance of about 3 kilometers or 2 miles. It's expected that the homing bullet will break this record. Plus, similar technology could be used for aircraft projectiles, improving the accuracy of fighter aircraft artillery weapons. The parts that go into making the bullet are pretty easy to get hold of, so it should be possible to start making them in large numbers without any problems. To wrap up, it's best to hope that these developments never get used for their intended purpose. After all, God made man to do more creative things than kill each other. We are confident that you will find our future content just as engaging. Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you again soon.